Well, it's hard to know where to start with the game between Stoke and Southampton. It finished 3-3, so let's do it logically, Merce, by starting at the end. Jerome's goal, was that the best goal of the season so far?
It was definitely, probably the best strike. I mean, it was phenomenal. I mean, he couldn't even believe it, honestly. You know when you score a goal... No, you won't, but when you do score a goal... Sorry. you know, you run off, and he literally ran off, didn't he? He ran off like that, and then he put his hand over his mouth, and he just couldn't believe it. It was an unbelievable strike. It's probably the best goal he's ever got. Great finisher. I mean, they couldn't have played any worse, and they still got a result. You know, I don't know how they do it. Don't know how they do it.
So do you imagine that they got the Tony Pulis hairdryer at half-time, if you like, when they were 3-1 down?
100%. I mean, the first half, when you watched it, Jeff, you thought they were just turning up to wipe the floor with Southampton and we'll move on to New Year's Day. And that wasn't the case. I mean, I wrote down first half, out-muscled Stoke, Southampton. I mean, you know, I said Lampard wouldn't get too many goals this season, but, I mean, he didn't touch the ball a lot, but every time he touches the ball, he looks class. He looks real class. I mean, he was up front, and, you know, every time he got it, he held it. I mean, if he had pace, he'd play for one of the big teams. I
mean, he scored the opening goal, and then Kenwyne Jones, Southampton old boy, equalised. That was quite a goal as well.
It was a very good goal. It was like Canute's goal against Middlesbrough many years ago, Jeff, and it shot and done very well, and he just backheeled it into the net. And then after that, you know, they were all over the place. But it just shows you Stoke. Teams don't get to have a go at them too much, and they did. Southampton. They put the ball in the box. First, Hoof got in front of the goalie, nearly scored own goal, hit the bar, Rodriguez scored, next ball whipped in, Wilkinson own goal. I mean, they didn't mess about, Southampton. They got the ball in the box. They didn't mess about. They tried to play the way that the way Stoke play. And it worked first half. And talk about changing games. Second half, Rodriguez goes through, should score. Begovic saves it, comes straight out to Di Prado, open goal, misses it. 1 minute later, 3-2. I mean, unbelievable. And then they get back in the game, and then Azonzi, he loses his head. Probably should have had a free kick. But ref Stanley gets up, chases Cork. He doesn't catch Cork, but if he does catch him, he snap his leg in half. And he got sent off. They had 2 Stonewall penalties, Stoke. And then they finish off with an absolute worldie goal.
It tells you everything about Stoke, though, doesn't it? You know, 3-1 down, and they lose a player, and they still come back and take a point.
When they lost the player, they were the only team that looked like scoring. They were the only team. I mean, Southampton got a bit panicky. It was only when Lambert got on the ball that he had the composure to keep it and pass it. But all the other lads were just lumping it back up front, and then it was just coming back again and again and again. But fair play to Southampton, I think, when they got there today, Jeff, if you'd have said we'll take a point, they'd have took that all day long. But when you're 3-1 up against 10 men, you know, you've got to be better than that.
It's going to feel like a defeat in some ways.
Yeah, it will do, and especially with the other results, the way the other results have gone.